Through cooking for myself and my various households the last decade, I've learned that one of my greatest skills in the kitchen is being able to put together a meal with whatever ingredients are in my fridge or pantry. And my friends often ask me to teach them how to do it. So today I thought I'd share my thought process behind putting a meal together by turning my shawarma leftovers into a shawarma salad in just 15 minutes. The first thing I do when putting a meal together is to make sure I'm hitting all my nutrition food groups. I knew I wanted to use my shawarma leftovers, which included a beef and chicken wrap, some tabbouleh and pickles, and fries. So the only food groups missing were veggies and fats. I rummaged through my fridge looking for any veggies that needed to be used ASAP and found some really sad lettuce that we got from the food bank, half a carrot, and some green onions that I had totally forgotten about. Once I have my ingredients together, I think about what type of meal I can make with these ingredients. A soup, a salad, a pasta, a rice bowl. Considering I needed to use up a bunch of lettuce, I went with a salad because that way I could also meet my fats food group with a salad dressing. Once I know what ingredients I'm using and what type of meal I'm making, I start putting my meal together while simultaneously considering how I can make each ingredient shine, whether it's their texture, their color, or their flavor. Since I was going to have both hot and cold components in this salad, I wanted the lettuce to stay crisp, so I decided to start prepping it first and leave it to drain while I got the rest of the salad together. I peeled off the leaves of half the lettuce and discarded any brown or limp bits. This took a few minutes, but the immigrant in me still felt like it was worth it because quite a bit of the lettuce maintained its crunch. Because of how much lettuce I discarded, the pieces of lettuce ended up being all sorts of sizes, so I decided to chop them into strips before adding them to my salad spinner. To make sure they released as much water as possible, I spun them a few times throughout the course of putting my salad together so that by the time they were ready to be added to the salad, they were spun dry. While cooking, I find it really helpful to have a container for all my compost scraps just to help keep my counter clean. Would definitely recommend. I didn't want to put in a lot of effort to flavor the carrot, so I decided to just grate it into the salad to add some texture and a pop of color. My green onions were to add a slight kick to the salad, so I made sure to chop them up pretty fine and then added them to the salad bowl with the carrots. I thought the tabbouleh and pickles were great as is, so I just decided to roughly chop them up so that they were evenly dispersed in the salad. So far, my salad was looking really colorful, which is always something I like to aim for, so I was really pleased. Now that the veggies were prepped, I moved to the hot components of the salad, starting with my beef and chicken wraps. I didn't want my wrap to be soggy, so I decided to separate the meat from the bread and crisp both of them up separately on the pan before adding them to the salad. The meat was still holding its shape from the wrap, so I helped loosen it up a little by roughly chopping it. I browned it over medium heat for a couple of minutes and then stir fried it to heat through. I didn't need to add any oil because of the fat on the meat. I added the meat to the veggies in the salad bowl and then moved on to the bread. I toasted the bread on the pan until they browned, similar to how you would a tortilla. Again, I didn't need any oil because there was still some residual fat in the pan from the meat. Because of how crispy the bread ended up getting, I decided to crumble it on top of the salad at the end, kind of like a crouton situation. I really hate cold and rubbery leftover fries, so I decided to crisp them up on the pan as well. I believe this is the best way to reheat fries. Over medium heat, add the fries in a singular layer and coat with a little bit of fat. You can use butter or lard or oil. Leave the fries untouched for a few minutes to brown and then flip over for the other side to brown as well. I didn't want to ruin the work I just did to crisp up the fries, so I decided to serve them as a side to the salad instead of mixing it in. While the fries were cooking, I quickly whipped up a dressing. When making salad dressing, it's important to work within the flavor profile of the salad. This means considering the region that the salad is from and finding ingredients to complement that. The shawarma I got was a Lebanese style shawarma, often accompanied with this delicious garlic sauce called thoum. So I tried to replicate that with some mayo. To the mayo, I added some za'atar, which is commonly used in Lebanon. And then I finished it off with some lemon and pepper because acidity and spice helps balance out fat. I did a taste test and my salad dressing was good to go. I finally added the lettuce to the salad bowl and mixed in the salad dressing so that every bite of the salad was coated, and then finally topped my salad off with the toasted bread. This salad was incredibly delicious. I loved that it transformed my leftovers into something spectacular, and I especially loved that it took just 15 minutes to put together. I hope that talking through this recipe helped inspire you to transform your leftovers into a delicious dinner. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see more leftover transformation videos. Bye!